Hello, I'm Dick.
And I'm Eric, and we're the Annuity guys.
Eric, there's a lot of secrets going on.
This is it. The one that the 8% annuity secret. Is it really too good to be true?
You know what they say about things that are too good to be true, don't you?
It probably is.
Well, we see it everywhere.
Well,
You got to say at least it's a great marketing ploy, because in this low interest environment that we're in, folks, everybody wants that 8%.
Oh, I tell you, I love it when I have the conversation. People are calling up, do a little double checking, and say, I'll oftentimes get the question, or they'll make the statement, no, I've got 8% guarantee.
Yeah, it's the floor.
It's the guarantee.
I can't get any worse.
I can do. And then we have to back up. And we have to go into the explanation, because, and this is where we start talking about funny money accounts.
Right.
And people go, whoa,
right.
What do you mean funny money?
Virtual money. I mean, what's
Monopoly money?
Just a ledger account.
And that's what we have to...
Yes.
What's your goal? If your goal is lifetime income, and you know that this number's being based off of a fictional ledger account number that will give you your number that will return your money to you quicker, and that's what that really is.
It really works well if you understand it and you use it correctly.
Yeah.
But what it's really used as, and we see it used as a marketing tactic, which leaves people somewhat confused and sometimes disappointed. Just frankly, I mean, people are like, when they figure it out, they're like, well, so my money isn't really going to grow at 8%?
Well, it is, but it's not really your money. It's an account number that's going to be used based off your future income. And then they're all rolling their eyes. And this is where people get so mad, because they say, I'm confused.
Yeah.
Why can't I just, I put this much in, and my money should grow at 8% every year, right? And that's not the simple answer.
And when you really get down to what an annuity really produces, when you run the numbers, you look at the math, you look at the averages, the statistical averages, you might be on the low side somewhere in that 3% range.
Right now,
Yeah. And on the higher side, you might actually stretch up into the 5.5% or 6% range, but that's not guaranteed.
No,
and the 5 and 6% is not likely.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe getting close to the somewhere in between the 3 and the 5.
Right, and that's where we always say, all right, lay the sheet of paper down, draw the line down the middle. On your left side is going to be your actual cash account.
Yes,
it's the money you can walk away with if you change your mind, or if
And that's important.
Yes,
you have to know that.
Yeah, because that's what, when we talk about a hybrid or an indexed annuity, a lot of people are attracted to it because they still have access to the cash, or still have that flexibility of that money going on to heirs. We need to know what money goes on to heirs, and we need to know what money is yours to walk away with.
Right.
And that's where this fuzzy money number gets thrown out there, and people get confused because 8% guaranteed sounds like a really good deal.
Well, it is too good to be true, because it is not true that you really don't get your money growing at 8%.
Right.
Now, on the other hand, what you've explained, and what we continue to try to clarify and simplify and properly explain, is that this 8% is real in the sense that it creates a compounding every year on an account that's kept track of to increase your future income. And if that's your goal, is increasing future income, it's probably the surest way to do it.
And that's what, when we talk to folks about wanting to get the highest income from an annuity back possible, that's where it works really well.
It does.
And in fact, there's 8%, there's 10%.
Yes.
Of course, the 10% simple interest right now, which is another component you always have to ask about in the funny money column.
Simpler compounding, and 10% is okay if maybe it's for that first 10 years, but you start going beyond that, and all of a sudden the 7% and the 8% start outperforming it quite a bit.
Exactly. So there's a lot of different moving parts that really come into play when it comes to these too good to be true numbers.
Eric, one of the cool things that I like about the 7%, the 8%, and all of that is when you can actually use it for a death benefit.
Right. When it does have a true benefit that can go on to the heirs, and that is a neat thing.
And it's not with all of the annuities, but there are some of the hybrid, the indexed annuities that do offer that. And it can be a great advantage.
Right. It becomes a real benefit. It becomes a tangible 8%.
Yes.
When you could take that, and then all of a sudden, if you don't utilize all that benefit, you can pass it on to heirs. Now,
Yes.
again, it's a funny money account until you die.
Right, and there's a caveat when you do. I mean, how it goes to the heirs,
Right.
it isn't just given to them all at once as a rule. It's over a period of 5 years.
Typically.
Typically. But the nice thing about stretching it out is cutting down on the taxes.
Right, and people don't think of that. Everybody wants their money up front. Give
The
me,
kids
show
want
me the money. Yeah,
Yeah, just write the check.
that's right. But yeah, the tax implications are a lot better when it gets spread over a number of years. So
Yes.
but
So let me ask you, is it too good to be true, this 8% annuity secret that's everywhere?
yes, it's too good to be true.